In this video, we will run through some of the different ways you can create walls in Plan Studio using the different wall preset options and the different wall drawing tools. To start drawing your walls in Plan Studio, select the Wall tool from the main toolbar. Once selected, the tool settings will open, allowing you to select the type of wall you want to draw, as well as add fire or smoke ratings. One of the most efficient ways to start drawing a building in Plan Studio is to start with the external wall type and use the rectangle mode to quickly draw in all the rectangle blocks that make up a building. You can overlap these if required, and then when finished, select the Segment Delete tool and come back to trim off the parts we don't need. Once all the larger rectangle shapes are drawn, we can switch over to the Line mode. When drawing lines, firstly always check that you have all of your snapping settings turned on. To do this, select the snapping controls from the side menu. For a curved wall such as this, draw a line between the start and end point of the curve. We can then switch to our selection tool, select the wall you want to edit, and change to the manipulator arrow. You will then be able to see and edit the nodes at each end of the wall, as well as curve the wall by moving the toggles on each end. Once you have all of the external walls drawn in, then switch your wall type to Internal Wall. When drafting your internal walls, a floor plan will always look its neatest when you can use a single line and run it right through the building, rather than drawing in each individual wall. This way you can be sure that all of your walls align with each other. While drawing with the Line tool, any walls that need to meet up at a corner, you will want to start from the point where they join and draw outwards. Plan Studio draws all of its walls along a center line, but if you are starting from the edge of a wall of a different thickness, then Plan Studio will automatically offset the wall to create a smooth face. One of the easiest ways to get neatly joining walls in Plan Studio is to simply extend your walls past the point that you want them to join. By doing this, we can ensure that all of our walls are touching each other, and then by removing the segments of wall that overhang, the software will create a nice join back where they meet. Now with all the walls drawn in, we can change to our Segment Delete tool and start removing all the segments of wall that we don't require to tidy up the floor plan. Then for any walls that you need to move or edit, you can again switch back to the Selection tool and manipulate the nodes to move, extend, shorten or curve any of our walls, as well as nudging them around the plan using the arrows on your keyboard. When you select a wall, the Inspector panel will open, allowing you to see and edit the wall properties. Here you can change the wall to another preset option, change its role, as well as edit the wall's width and add fire ratings. Inside the Wall tool, you also have access to a Paint Mode tool, which will allow you to apply fire ratings to the walls in bulk, as well as a Blob tool used to join walls together, and to add columns or oddly shaped segments of walls to your plan. For now, we will stop once the internal walls are complete, but you can come back later and continue to add more detail to your plan by using the other wall options like handrails to complete your stairs, office dividers to separate any desks you draw in using the Fixture tool, and toilet cubicles to draw in the bathrooms.